Hi guys, this is Chelsea from intent.com, and I have been called out by name by my friends Jessica and Diane and Jennifer and Julian, and it's been requested of me that I submit, along with the rest of our yoga community, just my take on social media in the yoga world and how it's influencing my life, and how I think it's influencing the evolution of yoga. And so here's just a couple of minutes of stream of consciousness. I haven't given a ton of planning to this, but we'll see what happens. So I think social media kind of embraces a wide array of applications and forums in the online world. There's Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Tumblr, Pinterest, and where I really want to zoom in is blogging, because that's really my foray. I have gotten really involved in blogging over the past 1 year. It amazes me. It's only been a year that I've been blogging, and I would have never guessed in a million years. In fact, I would have rolled my eyes at the very idea that I might be sharing myself so personally with a community of mostly strangers. And that's kind of the place we find ourselves right now as bloggers, those of us that are really engaged in online media, is even if you are not sharing really personal details about yourself, anytime you put words onto your computer and you press the publish button, you're saying something about yourself and you're sharing that with the world. And so as Diane and Jessica have pointed out, it's really important that we be conscious about what our intentions are with that, what the consequences are of that, and just I think how we're interacting with people when we engage in that. And I ask myself 3 questions before I ever publish a blog. And this is just something that maybe you can think about as you're in all of the applications that you're using social media. One is it truthful? And this aligns with the yogic idea of satya. Sorry. So is it truthful, not just in the sense of does it have veracity, is it factual, but does it speak from my own experience? And a lot of times I find myself writing and I go back and I look at it and I'm like, oh, it sounds so pretty and so delicate and flowery, but it's just kind of dancing around the truth. So I think that's really important before we just put more junk out into the universe. Is it truthful? The second question I ask myself is it relevant? Who is my audience, and is this going to be relevant to them? If I'm speaking to a yoga community and I'm using words that from the Buddhist tradition, maybe I should reconsider my language. I think that we, and maybe this isn't my most mindful thing, but we're putting so much junk out into the online world. Let's make sure that if it's going to go out there, it's actually going to have some resonance with our audience. So is it relevant? Who am I speaking to? And how can I make sure that I'm speaking the language of that group? And then the third thing is what's my intention? How do I translate the idea I'm putting out into action? And that's where intention comes in. So instead of us just, not that philosophical debates aren't a lot of fun. They are fun, but how is this going to translate into the meaningful action in the world? So what is my intention in putting this out there? And how can I make sure that I'm giving really tangible and practical avenues for us to take this from online into real world? And that's relevant if you're engaged in service. That's relevant if you're just really interested in building community, and it's relevant to all of us. So to sum up, 3 things, because we're all about lists in the online world: truthfulness, relevancy, and intention. So that's my take. I love you guys, and I wish you the best at South by Southwest. Have fun in my hometown.